Hey everyone, this is Spidey Awesome here, and today we're gonna do this really cool Cra-Z-Art Magic Cra-Z-Spiro spinner set. With this set you can create hundreds of amazing spiral designs, unique spiral art, and there's 10 super tip markers that come with it. And ooh, look at that design, there's so many cool things. Ooh, and a bonus spiral design set so you can do extra. Oh, I love doing extra art projects. Here's everything that our Cra-Z-Spiro spinner came with. Over here we have our extra stencil set with the little spinning wheels, and there's our gears, 2 small ones and a large one. And here's our 10 colors of markers, a whole array of the rainbow. And over here is our Spiro spinner. It's super awesome with the gears, and it's battery powered so it spins on its own, and we have square sheets of paper. So first thing we want to do is take our Spiro spinner, and this little wheel gear comes off, and now you can see the square imprint, so our paper fits right in there, and there's little holes so you can tuck in the corners so it stays in there nice and secure. And then we put our gear back on top of that, and then our little arm. So to use this, we have to put in our small gears first in the arm. So this one each has 3 little holes for 3 markers. So the colors I have for this are purple, a darker purple, and a pink. And so you just take the caps off, and then they pop right in there, and you should hear like a popping sound, and that means the marker's all the way in. And then now that it's in the arm, we can start our Spiro spinner with the button here on the side, and it'll start spinning. And as you can see, the markers are twisting around and making a design. And here I have it all sped up so you can watch it go faster, and it's super cool how you can see all the designs being made just by the markers spinning around and around and around. And as you can see, the detail becomes more intricate as there's more lines drawn, and it's like super cool looking. And now for the inside ring. And for this inner ring, I'm going to use just 2 colors. I'm going to use green and yellow for this one. I'll pop those in there. And you can use as many colors as you want. You can use just 1 or 2 or 3 colors. So for this one, I'm going to do 2. So let's get this spinning here, and as you can see, the inner ring just stays in the very center, so it's actually a very small circle, while the outside one is like a big outer circle. And I have this sped up more so you can really see it going, and you can see the green lines intersecting the yellow, and it's making like a really pretty spirally shape in the middle. I really like it. And as you can see here, we have an outer circle and a very inner circle, so now we can add the big gear to make the middle part. Now here's our big marker gear, so it actually has to sit in between the second little gear and the big part, and they have to interlock with the teeth so that it works. And so you can add up to 4 markers in this big gear, so I'm going to do red and orange and blue for this one, and so I'm going to just do 3 colors. So now we have our big gear locked into the teeth, and now let's start this, and it has to lock there, and there it goes, spinning round and round. And ooh, as you can see, the lines are very diagonal and very spread apart, and I'll speed it up for you so you can really see it working. And this looks really cool. It looks like a whole bunch of different colored threads are intertwining. Like, it looks super mesmerizing. So now we've got our markers and gears out of here, and I want to take our pretty picture out. I'll just lift that up, and ooh, it looks really awesome, like very circular and lots of like layers. It looks like a big creepy eye. As you can see, there's little ink blotches there, and that's from like unloading the gears, so let's try another one. So now this time around, I'm going to do everything separate. So I'm going to start with the outer gear first and just do 2 markers. I'm going to do blue and green, and let's start that up and make the outer ring first. And as you can see, it's starting to make the cool little square diagonal shapes, and it changes every time you spin around. And as it spins around more and more, it makes a big circular shape instead of a square shape. Now time for the inner ring, so I'm going to take the markers out of the outer ring, and so the gear just has to be in there. And for the outer gear to work, you have to have the inner gear too, so we have to have both of them going. So I'm going to put yellow and purple in the inner one, and let's start this and see the cool pattern that it's making. Wow, you can really see the purple making like big loops, and they're all like small circles that are intertwining each other. It kind of looks like a flower, and it gets like more and more and more, and it becomes like really crazy looking. And now let's lift the markers up so we can see how the design looks, and wow, that turned out really nice. So let's do the middle circle now. And for this big gear, I'm going to use red and violet and pink, and it needs to be connected to the second gear to be able to work. And let's get this thing spinning around and around, and as you can see, it's drawing all of the reds and pinks in big patterns in the middle, and it's filling up that space, and it's kind of going like all over the place, like big diagonals, and again, it looks like a bunch of colored strings. Now that we've finished the whole thing, let's take out all of our gears and show off our new little spin art. And wow, this one actually does look a lot better than the last one. There's still quite a few ink blotches, so let's try one more method. Alright, this way I'm going to do all of them at once. So I'm going to put a marker in the first 2 gears, just 1 color in each, and then I'm going to do 4 colors in the big gear. So they're all going to work together and go at the same time. So let's get it started, and let's get it spinning around. And wow, you can already see all the different colors spinning around. So now that we've done our cool Spiro art, let's take out the gears and see what we made. And this one looks super colorful. I like how it turned out, and it reminds me of like a sun with a solar system with all the planets orbiting around it. That's like super awesome. Now, if you all remember in the beginning of the video, I showed you that this kit comes with this extra stencil kit, so it has all kinds of little shapes and stuff. So I'm going to do some circles on one end of my spiral art, and I'm going to do a blue circle first here. And then next I'm going to do a yellow circle. There we go. And this stencil works really well. And I'm going to do a red circle next. And it's going to be kind of like a little rainbow pattern of like circles. So it might look like kind of like a bunch of little planets around our solar system. And I'm going to do green next, and then our last color, I'm going to do a little purple dot here, and if you take the stencil off, it looks super cool. And now I'm going to do a different pattern on the other corner. And this one's just 3 lines kind of staggered, so I did purple first, and then a nice blue color, and then a nice orange, and that looks really cool on the side, so I like these patterns. And I'm going to add a little star in the very center because the sun is a star, so it makes sense. There we go. The stencil also works with gears, so they give you 3 gears, a big, a medium, and a small. And you have to use a pen or a pencil with these ones because it's really tiny holes. So I have a pen here, and you just put it in the little hole, and then you work the gear around the edges, and you just push, and it makes like a shape, just like a Cra-Z-Spiro. And this looks really cool if you have colored pencils or colored pens. Once you're done with your Cra-Z-Spiro art, you can add your own little artistic touches. So I'm going to put Spidey and Awesome on each corner and add little designs into the corners here so that it looks kind of like a full picture. And I'm going to do a little squiggly here and a squiggly here. There we go. That looks pretty cool. And let's add one more thing. Another cool idea for your spiral art pictures is if you have any glitter glue, you can do cool little glitter spots everywhere or little designs or whatever you'd like to do. I'm going to do a bunch of little glue dots around this little open space here. And here's it all finished. I think the glitter glue adds a beautiful touch. I had so much fun using this Cra-Z-Spiro spinner for my art projects. They turned out super cool. If you guys liked them, please click like and subscribe. And in the comments, let me know what colors you would use in your spiral art and how you would customize it to make it your own.
Click on a picture to watch another fun toy video, and click on the question mark to watch a mystery video.